During civil disturbance, adopt such an attitude that people do not attach any importance to you, they neither burden you with complicated affairs, nor try to derive any advantage out of you. When Imam Ali was asked about faith and religion, he replied that the structure of faith is supported by 4 pillars of endurance, conviction, justice, and jihad. Endurance is composed of 4 attributes: eagerness, fear, piety, and anticipation of death, so whoever is eager for paradise will ignore temptations. Whoever fears the fire of hell will abstain from sins. Whoever practices piety will easily bear the difficulties of life, and whoever anticipates death will hasten towards good deeds. Conviction has also 4 aspects: to guard oneself against infatuations of sin, to search for explanation of truth through knowledge, to gain lessons from instructive things, and to follow the precedent of the past peoples, because whoever wants to guard himself against vices and sins will have to search for the true causes of infatuation and the true ways of combating them out. And to find those true ways one has to search them with the help of knowledge. Whoever gets fully acquainted with various branches of knowledge will take lessons from life, and whoever tries to take lessons from life is actually engaged in the study of the causes of rise and fall of previous civilizations. Jihad is divided into 4 branches: to persuade people to be obedient to Allah, to prohibit them from sin and vice, to struggle in the cause of Allah sincerely and firmly on all occasions, and to detest the vicious. Whoever persuades people to obey the orders of Allah provides strength to the believers. Whoever dissuades them from vices and sins humiliates the unbelievers. Whoever struggles on all occasions discharges all his obligations, and whoever detests the vicious only for the sake of Allah, then Allah will take revenge on his enemies and will be pleased with him on the day of judgment. There are 4 causes of infidelity and loss of belief in Allah: hankering after whims, a passion to dispute every argument, deviation from truth, and dissension, because whoever hankers after whims does not incline towards truth. Whoever keeps on disputing every argument on account of his ignorance will always remain blind to the truth. Whoever deviates from truth because of ignorance will always take good for evil and evil for good, and he will always remain intoxicated with misguidance. And whoever makes a breach with Allah and his messenger, his path becomes difficult, his affairs will become complicated, and his way to salvation will be uncertain. Similarly, doubt has also 4 aspects: absurd reasoning, fear, vacillation, and hesitation, and unreasonable surrender to infidelity, because one who has accustomed himself to unreasonable and absurd discussions will never see the light of truth and will always live in the darkness of ignorance. One who is afraid to face facts of life, death, and life after death will always turn away from ultimate reality. One who allows doubts and uncertainties to vacillate him will always be under the control of Satan, and one who surrenders himself to infidelity accepts damnation in both worlds. When Imam Ali, marching at the head of his army towards Syria, reached Ambar, the landlords of the place came out to meet him in the zeal of their love, faithfulness, and respect. No sooner had they seen Imam Ali, they got down from their horses and started running. In front of him, Imam Ali asked the reason for their strange actions. They replied that it was their custom to show their love and respect in that way. Imam Ali replied, "By Allah, by your actance, you do no good whatsoever to your rulers, but you tire yourself and put yourself in toils in this world and in trouble in the next. How unfortunate is that exertion, which brings harm here and in the hereafter, and how useful is that ease which keeps you in comfort in this world and away from the hell in the next." Imam Ali once said to his son Imam Hasan, "My son, learn for things from me, and through them you will learn for more. If you keep them in mind, your actions will not bring any harm to you. The greatest wealth is wisdom, the greatest poverty is stupidity, the worst associableness is that of vanity and self-glorification, and the best nobility of descent exhibits itself in politeness and in refinement of manner. The next for things, my son, are, do not make friendship with a fool, because when he tries to do you good, he will do you harm. Do not make a miser your friend, because he will run away from you at the time of your dire need. Do not be friendly with a vicious and wicked person, because he will sell you your friendship at the cheapest price. And do not make friends with a liar, because like a mirage he will make you visualize very near the things which lie at a great distance, and will make you see at the great distance the things which are near to you. Recommended prayers cannot attain the pleasures of Allah for you when obligatory prayers are left unattended. A wise man first thinks and then speaks, and a fool speaks first and then thinks. A man hypocritically started praising Imam Ali, though he had no faith in him. And Imam Ali, hearing these praises from him, said, "I am less than what you tell about me, but more than what you think about me. Two kinds of people will be damned on my account: those who form exaggerated opinion about me, and those who underestimate me because they hate me."